Good morning, middle school. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. The weather was mixed, I think. I think it started off really warm, felt like the summer, and then it went really windy yesterday. And I've just been out today, and it's quite windy today as well. I've had to pick up some of my tomato plants that have fallen over. I went on a really long bike ride with Mrs. Harrison, which was amazing. We got to see lots of little villages that we don't normally see that much. We normally zoom past in the car. I'm really enjoying the cycling at the moment. It's quite nice to get out and do some exercise. This morning I thought I'd share with you a couple of new plants that I have. And so here you go. This is the first one. This is a yellow squash, which looks very similar to the courgette plants that I showed you, but it's going to give a different vegetable. This was planted on the 13th of April, so it's had just about a month, and there it is. I was a little bit worried that it wasn't going to do anything, but then you just got to have patience, and it popped out of its soil. So there it is, growing nicely. And this one looks very similar, a bit bigger, planted at the same time, but this is a patty pan squash. So this is going to be green squash, and this is going to be a yellow one. And then I think this one will be a bit smaller, but I've never planted these, and I don't know what they're going to do. I think they're going to look a bit like courgette plants, and then just give me a different vegetable. So I'll keep on showing you those. But these, I thought these were not going to work, and I was actually going to get rid of them because I saw no sign of growth. But it just goes to show that sometimes you've just got to be patient and just let nature do its thing and just keep looking after it, and they do work. Right, so there you go. I wonder what you've been up to in your garden, how things are growing and progressing as well. Right, so just a couple of announcements for this week. First of all, there's when I plan the work for you, I try to plan about an hour's worth of work. So there's a couple of people who seem to get onto them straight away and hand them in within 15 minutes of when they were released. That work is there for you to sit down and focus for an hour. So for example, with the maths, do the slides, and if it hasn't then been long enough, then do the worksheets, and then you've got the extension worksheets. They're not just there for you to zoom through the slides and hand it in straight away. So make sure you're putting the correct amount of effort into these slides. If I return the work to you with recommendations of what else you need to do, improvements or just more work, then make sure you're doing that, because if you don't, then I'll have to be contacting parents and just saying the work's not quite enough effort into there. That's not happening with many people at all, just one or two. So just be aware of that. This week in English, the first two lessons is to create a leaflet. The first lesson is about creating the artwork around it and planning it. So get a piece of scrap paper and plan it out. The second one is about the writing. So don't do it all on one day, because in the second lesson I've got an example of the writing for you to look at. So don't do it all on one day. It's meant to be spread across 2 days. As well as that, I'm going to be putting up the next chapter or two of the story for you to listen to and read through over the next few days. I think that's all. Oh, I'm very excited about the Durlston Bake Off this week. That will be quite fun and exciting too. Have a great week. Look after your friends and family. Remember Mr. May's challenge of, well, go and have a look at his video and have a look what it is. I'm not going to spoil that surprise for you. Okay, have a great day, middle school.